Greetings, what is up, and a very warm welcome to the channel. The sun is shining and the magpie is casting. Coming to you guys right now with the finals of Artifact Cup number 7. But just before we get started, I'd just like to remind you all, I did actually announce this in the last video, but someone somewhere might not have heard. There is in fact a best of 7 show match series between A-Gamer Anx and Sparrow, the two best players, in my opinion, in Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. And I'll be Twitch streaming it live on Sunday, the 7th of August, starting at 12 o'clock GMT. So there's €50 prize money as well, 35 for the winner, 15 for the loser. So, you know, if you haven't got plans or if you just find yourself chilling at home on that Sunday, you know, come hang out with us and have some fun times with RTS. It'll be sweet. So without further ado, let's get into game 1 of this finals here between Tren and A-Gamer Anx. Looks like the first map here is going to be the Shallows. Of course, this is pretty much the largest and most macro-oriented map in the pool these days. And, yeah, we'll have to see what the two players here are going to bring on this map. Pardon me. As I just, as I just get control of this camera here. Spawning in the south, playing as the red and yellow Khanefi forces. It will be Tren! So, yep, Tren, definitely the player who, in my opinion, has shown the most improvement throughout all of the games of his that I've cast, and a very capable Khanefi player. He's really blossomed from somebody who used to just do cheesy rushes into a much more well-rounded player that we see today, and he only keeps getting better. But the question that we'll be asking today is, can he defeat the man spawning up in the north here? Probably the most terrifying and prolific player in the entire game, according to me at least, spawning in the north, playing as the black and grey Galzian forces. It is A-Gamer Anx. And, yeah, this guy really is quite scary to take on. He's just... the thing is, right, the Homeworld Deserts of Kharak scene is really small for an RTS. Like, it is a really, you know, not many people have even heard of this game, let alone play it, let alone play it at a very high level. And, like, A-Gamer Anx is just, like... in any other RTS, he would just be very, very good, but because he's in Homeworld Deserts of Kharak, which doesn't have that many players, he's actually just, you know, like, he is the very, very, you know, he's the top level. I wonder if he plays StarCraft 2, actually. I'm going to ask him, because if he is, I would love to know what you know, what league he's in, what classification, because, you know, I suspect he's got to be Masters or above, right? I don't know. Anyway, here comes A-Gamer moving on out. He's kept the base runner, so he's not going to be doing 2 production cruiser aggression. He's coming on out with this production cruiser. Sandskimmer Fab is ready, and he's going to be moving on out here. Dune to the Sooth, and in comes a couple of Sandskimmers here. And looks like Tren ready with the defense, keeps to the high ground here. This is very smart positioning here from Tren. This is what I mean. Look, see how much he's improved. You know, he's a real learning machine. Now, this is 4 Sandskimmers apiece, and as we saw in the semi-finals between China All the Time and A-Gamer Anx, you know, these Sandskimmer duels are incredibly tense, and, you know, anything, literally anything can decide these things. And once you get just a tiny bit ahead, even if it's only 1 Sandskimmer ahead, things can snowball rapidly. So, you know, this is a tense standoff here. And looks like A-Gamer coming forward to camp this position, and he's doing this to grab the artifacts in front of his opponent's base. And this is actually very savvy. He's even though that no shots have really been fired, okay, now shots are being fired, you know, A-Gamer here is grabbing himself an advantage. I don't think, looks like A-Gamer just wants to grab this wounded Sandskimmer. Wow, Tren should just, yeah, okay, Tren's going to move this one back to a defensive position and allow it to repair, and I like that a lot. Very smart stuff from Tren. What's happening with Tren's base runner? Looks like Tren has retired his base runner. Going to be using the additional resources from that, I imagine, to kickstart his economy, so he's probably researching refinery mode behind this. In fact, we can actually check the tech. And no, he's going for railguns. Okay. Well, I trust in Tren. We'll have to see what he's going to do. Can't say I fully understand this choice necessarily, but anyway. And let's see what A-Gamer is doing behind this. I mean, no sign of a second production cruiser indicates to me that he's probably researching refinery mode. You know, at his heart, like most good RTS players, you know, A-Gamer likes to play left to his own devices, a macro game. Oh, he's going to come in here and just, oh, Tren slow to react. He's going to lose 1 Sandskimmer. He's fighting here suboptimally. Not all of his Sandskimmers are actually fighting. Okay, I think he only just realizes that he's in a fight just then. He's already lost 3 Sandskimmers for 1. Oh, he's going to lose a 4th one because this one's just kind of pursued in. Just a lack of control there. And now it's 7 Sandskimmers for Tren versus 9 for, oh goodness me, more coming in, versus 12 for A-Gamer. And this is already looking like a fight that A-Gamer could possibly just run in and win if he wanted to, you know. Like, there are no additional guns here. He could certainly come in and close down this mining location here, but he's playing this very defensively. Going to build up a few more sand skimmers, it looks like, before he wants to try anything. Grabs an artifact as well, bringing the scoreline to 1-0. No surprises there.
Advance out. Course set. Salvager taking enemy fire. Salvager lost.
So here comes A-Gamer just poking on in with these sand skimmers. He does get a salvager, and Trent can ill afford to lose salvagers at this point. I mean, you can never afford to lose sand skimmers, really, but yeah.
Coordinates verified. New course entered.
Sorry, there's like a really annoying insect has entered my room and is flying around, but it's okay. This is just looking fantastic for A-Gamer, to be honest. Now he's producing railguns on the doorstep of his opponent's base. He's translated this initial bit of just kind of camping outside with sand skimmers. Now he's got a vast sand skimmer lead. Now he's kind of forcing the issue with a heavy railgun and an assault railgun. Very clever, actually, building one of each is quite nice. That's going to enable him to snipe from afar whilst also taking the fight close up with sand skimmers and assault railguns. Trent here getting some good hits on the assault railgun of A-Gamer, but A-Gamer's going to push that one back, and there we go, boom. See, he just picks off an assault railgun, and these are the kind of fights he needs to make happen. But Trent very cleverly going to bring forward his carrier here. Go away. Going to bring forward his carrier here, and he can put power into the missile system. That's what he's done, and that's going to enable him to. This is the advantage of Knef. Here we go. Yeah, look, that was a great hit into the middle of the sand skimmers there. And this is the advantage of Knef, you know, you can use your carrier to, even in early fights, to use the cruise missile system here. Boom, okay, he's going to start trying to take shots at that heavy railgun. That heavy railgun, by the way, is getting money shots. All the sand skimmers for Trent go down. I don't think the carrier is going to be enough to turn this. What's he going to go for here? Another nice hit on the sand skimmers, but, you know, the rate of fire isn't there because the power reserves are not here yet. So this carrier is nice, but it's not actually going to do enough. And, you know, if A-Gamer gets up just a couple more heavy railguns, which you can see he's building, he'll be able to push this carrier back, no worries. But for now, you know, Trent's going to be mining from this location. Looks like he has refinery mode on the way. He has 2 production cruisers. He's doing his best to break out of this. He's even going to grab a scanner here, maybe, but these assault railguns, no, they needed to be shift queued back. Oh, this is so tense. And remember, with the power in the missile systems, the carrier cannot have its power in the weapons systems. So its chain guns are going to be severely lame right now. Oh no, taking a shot onto assault railguns is always a difficult proposition. They're just too fast. I wouldn't waste shots at these guys. For me, the target he needs to be hitting with his carrier right now is either the ball of sand skimmers, because that's fine, and they're very fragile, so you can convert that into actual losses for your opponent quite quickly, or the heavy railgun. That's the key target here. So anyway, Trent pulling back these assault railguns. Refinery mode has now finished, so you know his carrier can be fighting. Sorry, refinery mode finishing in 5 or 6 seconds. So then this carrier will be absolutely fine to just be attacking on the front. Oh, good hit on that heavy railgun there. Very nice there from Trent. But yeah, you know, I think if he was Galzian forces right now, he'd be dead. I think it's only because he's Knef and he can buy himself a bit of space and time using his carrier with its missile systems here that he's actually still in this game, I think. And the situation is still pretty grim. I mean, like, let's have a look at the economy for A-Gamer. He's mining off of 2 locations pretty well. I'm sure he'll be going up to a 3rd production cruiser soon. He's got a lot of railguns coming out. He's got map control with a ton of sand skimmers. He's going to be getting his 3rd artifact soon. So, you know, A-Gamer here buying himself a little bit of time and, you know, he's securing an advantage for that. Oh, this is a rookie error. I seem to have not got myself a drink. Okay, I'll have to get it after this game. So let's see. We got 4 heavy railguns here. Trent taking shots with his carrier, but that carrier is getting worked down here. So every hit it takes hurts a lot, man. Railguns do good damage. Where's that missile going? Oh, I thought it was going to get a stunning hit on those sand skimmers there, but not the case. This one could be a good one. No, it's going to miss as well. Yeah, a lot of skill in using this Knef carrier, I've got to say. A lot of skill. Now he's up to, 2 production cruisers is A-Gamer, and now he's up to kind of 3 mining locations. So this is all looking very good right now for A-Gamer. Trent, to be fair, is macroing his little heart out. You know, he's got this little base over here mining. How many resources is Trent floating though? That looks like way too many. Yeah, Trent's floating like 800 CUs. That just seems really weird. What is he researching? This pretty much looks like game, actually. Oh, he went for power levels. Okay, he's gone to power reserve 3 so that he can fire more missiles and keep repairing his carrier, but it's just taking too many hits, sadly. I mean, he's Gonna get a railgun. Oh, that wasn't a kill. And now the carrier will die. Like, it's moving forwards. There is nothing. We're gonna switch to the glass mode here. Oops. There we go. And that is the end of Tren's carrier. A Gamer here taking a fantastic game 1. And that is all she wrote for Tren. Brutal times. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to go and get myself a drink, and I am also going to see you guys in Game 2 of this best of 5. Okay, welcome back to Game 2 here between A Gamer Ranks and Tren. The map is going to be Torrin Crater, so that's, you know, this is another reasonably big map. But that didn't seem to make much difference last time. A Gamer Ranks set up his picket line right outside Tren's base and just, like, you know, never ever took a step back. Those sand skimmers and units just pretty much only just kept the pressure on and kept coming in, and things kind of got more and more and more dangerous there. Anyway, let's see. Spawning in the south, playing as the black and grey Gaussian forces, it is A Gamer Ranks. And spawning in the north, playing as the red and yellow Knefi forces, it is Tren. There we go, fastest intro ever, I think, pretty much. Here's the map. It's Torrin Crater. Good old map is this one, and I say good old map because this was one of the like 2 maps that were in the game at release. One of the reasons Homeworld Deserts of Kharak, you know, it's a fantastic RTS. The game engine, everything about it, the design is very good, and well, by fantastic RTS I mean it's very well designed, so that it's just a really rewarding RTS to play. But it was let down by a few things on release, which means that basically nobody really plays it at the moment. I mean, you know, a lot of people play it, but the scene is very small, to put it that way. So yeah, wow, A Gamer has retired his base runner, so this is either going to be, yeah, this is going to be aggression. A Gamer is going for the aggression. We've got the production cruiser on the production tab. Oops, on the production tab. There it is. Both players are going to be going for aggression. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this actually. Two production cruiser aggression from both players. This will be interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, there were a number of problems with this game on release. It had like very poor online matchmaking. It had no replay function, no replay mode, no replay support. It had very few maps. So the multiplayer community almost was dead before anything, you know, it almost never existed, which is really sad. I mean, you know, you can get this game right now, you can play it, you can go play on ladder, you can, you know, it is functional now, but I feel like the way it was released was a massive shame for the game, because, you know, an RTS of this quality really deserved a better multiplayer scene than it has, and that's not a slight on its current multiplayer scene. I'm just saying, like, by the time they added extra maps and replay mode and fixed the matchmaking system, there weren't very many people left playing, and that's just a really sad thing for the game, really. And I would love for it to pick up a bit more, because seriously, this is just one of the best RTSs that you can actually play. It's just very high quality, well balanced, and well. It's just a good game that's been well put together, basically. Anyway, so both players here. Look, here's A Gamer, 2 production cruisers. What's he researching? Assault ships. Here's Tren.
Target position updated.
2 production cruisers. He's moving out with them right now, actually. What's he producing? Well, I can't tell you what he's researching, but nope, I just can't tell you. It could be railguns, though. If it's railguns, I think he probably wins this, because, like, the railguns beat the assault ships. The assault railguns will beat assault ships, and oh my god, he's got more sand skimmers too. That is not nothing. Although the assault ships from A Gamer, which he will be producing as soon as the research finishes, which will be in 4 seconds. The assault ships will beat these sand skimmers, but the sand skimmers could backstab, you know. And I quite like that. Okay, so is Tren going for railguns?
New targets on scan.
Or is this just a pure sand skimmer attack? Hang on, can he focus down the production cruiser?
Defense alert. Production cruiser is in contact.
Uh-oh.
Defense alert.
Do you reckon that Tren could actually focus down this production cruiser before the assault ships are able to take care of his sand skimmers? Oh my goodness, has he got...
Under attack.
No, he's fixing down the assault ship. Tren, why? You have to go for the production cruiser because that halves your opponent's production. Oh my god, he's actually getting the assault ships though. But I mean, he'll just be fighting assault ships endlessly, and his sand skimmers will get worked down. He needed to get that production cruiser. That would almost have been game if he'd have got that production cruiser, and it was definitely doable. But he is going to come around here for the backstab. A Gamer already is shifting his salvagers into the defensive, you know, area around his carrier. And now what does Tren do? I feel like Tren is a bit flustered here. He knows he has to be doing something, but he's not quite sure what it is. Oh no. If he'd have gotten that production cruiser, A Gamer would have been making 1 assault ship at a time, and Tren can beat that with 2 sand skimmer production and kill the other production cruiser, and then A Gamer is out of this game. So sadly, I think Tren just kind of missed out on the win there, just like in the heat of the moment, he just kind of prioritized down the assault ship instead of finishing off that production cruiser. And oh no! And that's the end of Tren's attack. And now look, A-Gamer just has like 6 assault ships, and that will totally beat all these sand skimmers, like totally. So Tren has to retreat. You know, he still has a lot of... I would love it if he would just keep harassing this location. He shouldn't be letting A-Gamer mine off of this location and attack, like, you know, because you have the sand skimmers, and they're rubbish on defense against this. So you have the sand skimmers, you just need to put them here so that A-Gamer has to do something or can't mine here or has to come back and defend, you know. That has to be the ticket, I think. Oh, Tren, no, just kind of... Okay, to his credit, he hasn't lost any sand skimmers yet. But I mean, oh no, his production cruisers are getting hosed. Oh, this is so hard. I really feel for Tren here, because literally he had this game if he'd have just picked off his opponent's production cruiser. Oh my god, this many sand skimmers is actually just eats down that assault ship. You can get another here, and he should. Oh god, he gets 2. Well, that's kind of brutal. He needs to keep building sand skimmers though. Tren, what are you doing? I'm always so critical of... He's floating 1,400 CUs! If he had 14 more sand skimmers, he could actually beat this number of assault ships. He's floating 1,600 CUs! Tren! Build sand skimmers! No! Why is Tren not building units? Why, Tren, are you not building units? This makes no sense. What? I just don't understand. Is he... supply? Maybe he hit his supply cap? But that only takes... Oh god, he was waiting for railguns to finish.
Under attack.
You have to keep building, Tren. You can't wait for railguns to finish, because then the fight's over. Oh no. Okay, well, he's kind of taking care of these assault ships with sand skimmers somehow, but I mean, he's going to lose all his sand skimmers. These assault ships are still going to be here. Here come the 2 assault railguns. But I mean, now look, A-Gamer's on 3 mining... Well, he's going to be on 3 mining locations momentarily. You know, this game's probably about even... Well, no, A-Gamer definitely has a lead, but it's not that big. But I mean, like, Tren could have had so many more units, and he could have taken that fight so much more convincingly. If I sound a little frustrated, I'm not really frustrated. It's just that, like, it's like I'm not rooting for Tren. I'm a balanced and biased caster, honest. But like I don't know. I just really would have liked to see Tren pick off that production cruiser. That would have made a huge difference. That would have actually won the game. And I also would have liked to have seen him just kind of make more use of all those resources he was stacking there. That would have meant that he would have been in such a better position than he is now, even for having not taken out that production cruiser. Anyway, he's got 2 heavy railguns, he's got 3 assault railguns, he's got some sand skimmers, but not many. He really needs to make more. Let's bring up the resources tab. Okay, he has at least spent all his money, so that's good. That is really good. And now these sand skimmers, you know, are looking for a backstab, but A-Gamer's already in position with assault ships on defense here. Now let's check the tech for A-Gamer. Let's see what he is going for. So he's researched railguns, and he's getting railgun armor. So it looks like looks like A-Gamer has acknowledged that this is going to be a railgun fight. And he's going to be researching dem railgun upgrades. And now look, Tren coming back out on the aggression here. And right now, actually, A-Gamer's railguns are not out, so Tren can probably break this location if he feels like committing into it. He's got 4 assault railguns and 2 heavy railguns, which should beat 4 assault ships and a number of sand skimmers. Like, it should beat them. Where are his sand skimmers? Okay, Tren's sand skimmers inexplicably are in a really weird location. Oh god, A-Gamer's mining off of 3 locations. Tren is mining off of 1, so this is actually sadly basically over. Oh no, Tren just being indecisive. You can't just sit here. You have to commit. You have to do damage right now, Tren. You have to shut the window. You have to be faster than this. You can't just puddle around in the middle of the map, because you know A-Gamer had the extra production cruiser, so you know he's onto 3 locations now. This is... Oh wow. This position for A-Gamer is basically already too much. Look at how many units he has. And now the railguns are out. Oh wow. Oh wow, Tren here so close, but no cigar.
Move. Contact imminent.
And look, A-Gamer's just going to respond to this positioning here very fluidly. This is very nice.
We do not have enough CUs.
Destination locked in. Mobilize. Comply.
I mean, Tren's got the control here. He really has the control. Like, it's quite nice to see, but it's not enough. Whoa, these assault railguns have no business being this close, though. They need to kind of be back here. Uh-oh, sand skimmers coming in from the rear, going after your heavy railguns. Careful. And Tren's just not building units. Tren's like stacking 1,600 again. Oh my god, see, if he just had a load of sand skimmers, this would be fine.
Acknowledge we have insufficient construction.
This is just an easy defense for A-Gamer.
Sand skimmer under fire.
Like, A-Gamer can take this fight. If A-Gamer loses twice as many units as Tren in this fight, he'll still win. Because, like, the economical situation's just way out of control. And now, look, there's just a 2 assault ship backstab going to come through. And that's so smart from A-Gamer. Assault ships are so durable, and they take so long to kill with carrier weaponry. 1400 health, 6 armor, goes a long way. Their guns have AoE, so they're going to do some damage to these salvagers. They may even get salvage kills. They probably are. Here come the 2 assault ships. And this is just a throwaway force for A-Gamer. Like, if these assault ships die, he just doesn't care. And Tren has like 2 decisions. He can either call his entire army back to defend against this, or he can let it kill his entire economy and keep attacking. Like, oh dearie me, he's basically dead either way. He puts power into carrier weapons to try and defend. He's lost 2 salvagers now. A-Gamer here focusing down salvagers quite nicely. That's 3 down.
Enemy salvager destroyed.
It'll be 4.
Reposition.
Command verified. Moving under fire.
He's going to get 5.
Acknowledge.
Yeah.
Armorcraft
This
lost.
game is now over.
We lack construction units.
Because look at A-Gamer's
Ready for
forces here. How many heavy
operations.
railguns is that? Blah! That's like nearly
Assault
12 heavy
railgun
railguns.
service verified.
That is over.
Send command.
Wow.
Course set.
So there were basically 3 things, in my opinion. 3 things that cost Tren this game. One was here, he prioritized this assault ship instead of finishing off the production cruiser right in the very earliest stages. If he'd have taken that production cruiser, then he only has to deal with half as many assault ships from A-Gamer, and then he can kill the other production cruiser very easily. Then A-Gamer can't build military units, and you've won very quickly. When your opponent is going for a 2 production cruiser attack and he's not going for sand skimmers, and you're going for a 2 production cruiser attack and you are going for sand skimmers, you can win because you'll have loads of sand skimmers before they have enough assault ships up to defend. And that was the situation, but Tren didn't capitalize. Okay, Tren coming in here for a bit of a backstab here with a ton of sand skimmers. Actually, he's gonna get a production cruiser here, which is kind of miraculous. A-Gamer's whole force massively out of position. All these heavy railguns are turbo exposed. If the sand skimmers come back around here, oh god, he actually gets a production cruiser. What? Okay. Okay, this game might be back on again. I don't know, because now the economies are even, but A-Gamer has this massive army, so I don't think it really is even.
Invasion strike craft down. Sand skimmer taking 5.
Does Tren have weapon upgrades?
Strike
Yeah, he's got 2 weapon upgrades. I was going to say, these guys are really hurting. So yeah, the first error was the production cruiser targeting here. The second error was...
Rally position designated.
Ranged advancing.
You know what? I can't even remember. I had this like well categorized in my head. There were like three things. And then the third one was basically just like sitting around in the middle being idle with like all of his forces when he could have punched in and taken on the three base economy of A-Gamer before he'd actually been able to build enough units. But anyway, Tren's kind of like maneuvered himself back into this game a little bit by taking out that production cruiser. That is, okay, it's been replaced, but that is really annoying for A-Gamer. And now Tren's coming in from another angle, but pardon me, he's going to be deflected. He needs to get some armor upgrades. He's pardon me, okay, he's getting them now. But I mean, look at this army for A-Gamer. A-Gamer knows how far ahead he is, and he's just building up, like, game-ending force here. And then he'll go in for the win. Now, one thing he doesn't have is anti-air. So if Tren somehow realizes this and has switched to interceptors, there is a chance that he might be able to beat this down with enough airstrikes. Because there is no anti-air of any sort here. But my god, that's an intimidating force. But here's the thing, right? If Tren can beat the sand skimmers and the assault ship, singular, then all of the railguns will die to his sand skimmers. So if Tren can somehow take this fight, whoa, he needs to not take. Okay, these assault railguns need to hide around the corner in this location here, because out here they'll get hit by enemy railguns and just to get destroyed. Okay, he's weaponizing his carrier a little bit. Gonna just keep A-Gamer at bay. The defensive advantage for Knef is quite large. Okay, and he has a production cruiser waiting to start mining at this final location here, so that means that his production levels are up quite high. A-Gamer, uncharacteristically, this sand skimmer here has not moved over here to see what's going on. Usually A-Gamer keeps eyes on these locations, but he's not this time. Here comes a cruise missile, getting some damage in there. He really need power reserve 2 to fire 2 at a time, because unfortunately Galzian forces just repair so quickly.
Assault railgun online. Attack.
The cruise missiles, you need to be firing them in at least 2s, because it takes 2 hits to kill a heavy railgun. Here come the sand skimmers, just thinking about trying for a poke here.
Station.
Railgun is being engaged.
Verified. Railgun advancing.
Okay, A-Gamer getting a bit... I like his positioning here. Heavy railguns at the back, the assault railguns on mid-range support, and then these guys at the back here. Oh, this cruise missile could do something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now the economy is just going to get smashed, and now that, yeah, the carrier will also get smashed. The sand skimmer fight is forced here, and that will be GG.
Reposition.
Look at this control from A-Gamer. This army is fantastically positioned.
Hostile carrier
He's got
detected.
assault ships right in the middle ready to do AoE, and he keeps spreading everything out and moving it, so that Tren is finding it very hard to get hits with these giant AoE missiles that he's firing. Like, Tren actually just can't find hits with those. Here comes another. Okay, that one should... Oh no, I thought for sure he was going to fire out here. But okay, he gets a hit, but it's not enough, and the carrier gets taken out.
A strike
Wow,
craft has been
A-Gamer
destroyed.
taking a
Sand
rapid
skimmer
2-0
taking
here.
fire.
But, you know, I feel there's hope for Tren, because like I say, he
The
basically
Kharak
could have won this
has
game at 3 separate points. So, that's... you know, A-Gamer is not infallible. Tren can do this. He can definitely do this. With enough attempts against A-Gamer, there's going to be a time when Tren will do it. You know, he's learning, he's getting more experience, and it's really cool. But anyway, I'll go to game 3 in this best of 5, and I'll see you guys there. Hello, and welcome back to game 3 here, which will be on the Boneyard. Very interesting map for this one. Oh. Sorry. So, yeah, this is a mid-range map. This map can go either way. It can go macro, well, any map can go either way, but this map doesn't really lend itself to any particular style. It's a very kind of mid-range all-rounder map. But as I switch to the production tab here, spawning in the south, playing as the black and grey Galzian forces, it is A-Gamer X. And spawning in the north, playing as the Kanefi forces in red and yellow, it is Tren. So,
Set drives to idle.
let's see what we're going to have happen on this map. I'm going to leave it out here on the Sensors Manager view.
Set charges.
So I just have a little stretch here.
Target position updated.
It's better.
Rally
You got to keep
position
loose when
marked.
you're casting. You know, like sat in one position, you can get really stiff. So you got to stretch it out every so often. It's really important. Actually, just for anybody out there playing video games, it's worth just looking up some really basic like tendon stretches and things like. There are like certain stretches you can do that really help if you're playing games for like, you know, an hour or 2 at a time, which are actually going to look after you in the long runs. I don't really know why I'm talking about this. I suppose it's because we've got this little bit of dead time at the beginning of the game. I'm just giving everyone a few little Magpies video gaming health tips here. But seriously, do stretch. It is important. Lol.
Moving to destination.
Oh, dearie me.
Salvage
Okay,
your
so here comes A-Gamer's little scouting push. He's got the base runner out with this. He's going to move out with the sand skimmers here. Looks like Tren is going for 2 production cruiser aggression here. So, yep, second production cruiser is out. A-Gamer ranks no interest in a 2 production cruiser push, and his scouting push here is going to see the second production cruiser straight away. And this is about as early as they can possibly be. Tren, by the way, seemingly is going to be going for a sand skimmer 2 production cruiser aggression, which I like. I do like this against A-Gamer. So this is quite nice. He's hoping that he's going to find himself in the same starting position that he did in game 2 here, perhaps, as I reset the camera to its default orientation here. Now, Tren has to be careful. There's 4 sand skimmers for A-Gamer out here, and he just needs to respect the sand skimmers for just a moment here. Now, A-Gamer,
Course verified.
I guess he knows that there's 2 production cruisers, right? You know what? I don't think he's actually confirmed this, but he'll know because he saw the production. Yeah. Actually, he doesn't quite know 100% yet, does he? Let's just check the research here for A-Gamer. Assault Ship Fab is ready to go, but he's... Uh-oh, is he going to go for refinery mode? Okay, no, Assault Ship Fab comes down. A-Gamer's going to play this safe. If he went for refinery mode, that could have been disastrous, but it's going to be Assault Ship Fabrication to enable him to try and defend this. But, I mean, look, there is a window here of, like, a minute. 1 minute before Assault Ships can start being built. So 1 minute plus the build time of an Assault Ship, actually, technically. No, this is Tren's window. He needs to do damage in this 1 minute window. He has the numerical advantage with sand skimmers, and A-Gamer cannot overtake him because Tren has 2 production cruisers. And if Tren can destroy this production cruiser, that needs to be his objective. If he can destroy the production cruiser, that's game. It's so exposed. He needs to get this production cruiser. Tren! Arg! Okay, he's going to get salvagers, which is very good. Gets one, not going to get two, I think. Going to play it cautiously. And look, I mean, assault ships are going to start building in 15 seconds. Tren needs to kill this production cruiser. If he kills this production cruiser, this is over. Okay, he knows it. I think he knows it. He's going to start going for this. Okay, he's going to go for the sand skimmer. I mean, he needs to get this. Okay, I don't think he can get the production cruiser. Ah, that was his window. That would have won the game. If he'd have got that production cruiser whilst it was running across here, that would have been over. But maybe he didn't see it. I mean, because I've got fog of war turned off, so maybe he didn't know its position. But he knew it had to be out on the map, so he should have been looking for it. But now, now A-Gamer can start building assault ships. Like, if A-Gamer doesn't have this production cruiser, then he's facing down double sand skimmer production with no military units, and you just die when that happens. So, damn it, Tren here just missing his window again. Sad, but true.
Armored ship online. Maneuvering out.
And now the assault ships are out. A-Gamer has more than enough units to defend this. Tren's going to have to go home, and A-Gamer is going to start refinery mode momentarily here, I would have thought. It looks like he's going to prioritize a couple more units, actually, just to make sure he's not going to die to all these sand skimmers. We've seen that this number of sand skimmers can pick off an opponent's assault ships quite quickly. But I mean, here's the thing, right? This is the lowest, earliest, like lowest to the ground, earliest, fastest aggression that you can possibly do with Gaussian forces. 2 production cruisers into sand skimmers gives you the most military force in the least possible time out on the map kicking ass, right? And what value has Tren got out of this? Well, hardly any. So now his tech is behind, his economy will be behind. And, like, what did he really get? He killed, like, 2 sand skimmers, and he's going to get a base runner. Like, that's not enough. If you go for this opening, you need to do more damage. Like, it is a mathematical requirement that you do more damage if you want to find yourself in a good position. And yeah, that window's pretty much shut now. Anyway, A-Gamer's going for his second production cruiser right now. He's going to play this one very safe. He's also going for railguns, actually, not refinery mode, so he's playing this one incredibly safe. As well, it might behoove him to do so. This is a lot of sand skimmers for Tren. I think he could actually take this fight if he just focuses down the assault ship and then mixes it up with the sand skimmers. What are his upgrades right now? 0 versus 0 upgrades, so I actually think this is kind of strangely doable for Tren. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Assault railgun fabrication online.
I think maybe he's not going to, though.
New course entered. Light attack vehicle online. Command verified. Rally position marked.
Just a lot of tense positioning out here. So Tren's actually moving back with his production cruisers. This makes me think he's going for refinery mode, which is the appropriate transition behind this, and I do like that. If he starts building salvagers and going into refinery mode, that's really good. But A-Gamer making heavy railguns now, 2 at a time. I think A-Gamer feels a counter push coming on, and when this happens, right, when you play in GVG and when your opponent goes for 2 production cruiser sand skimmer rush and you hold with assault ships and sand skimmers, then you research railguns and counterattack, and you ought to be far enough ahead with your tech and economy that just wins, and that's what we saw in game 2. Oops. That's what we saw in game 2 as I lose control of the camera here. Okay, whoa, able to take out a salvager there was Tren, so that's something, that's quite nice. I don't know what that salvager was doing out on the map like that. And Tren actually could take an economical lead here.
Coordinates verified.
If he's gotten refinery mode, and if these units all start macroing up, Tren could take an economical lead here. Uh-oh, he has to be careful. This pack of sand skimmers is not big enough to take this pack. So Tren here has to be careful. Let's just have a little peek around. He's going to regroup his units. Tren has stopped building sand skimmers, though. Let's take a look at his resources. Okay, so he is spending his money, but I can't see on what because I can't see his research, unfortunately. So now, okay, now Tren is building additional salvagers. Tren is macroing up like a champ behind this. He's doing a very nice job of transitioning into something else and not dying to a potential poke from A-Gamer. And like A-Gamer has given up on this poke. He's got 3 heavy railguns, but these guys are just paperweights right now. You know, these guys are doing nothing. This is actually just wasted money, really.
Course verified.
Now A-Gamer is building salvagers and sand skimmers, so A-Gamer is now trying to transition into a macro style. But it's Tren who's ahead in the macro. Look at the amount of salvagers, look at the dispersal of these production cruisers. It is Tren who's ahead on the macro, and it's Tren who's just applying pressure, and this is making A-Gamer think like, oh my god, is Tren still being aggressive? Can I really, is it safe to go for all this macro expansion? Can I hold my base with 3 heavy railguns, an assault ship, and this many sand skimmers? Because, you know, A-Gamer has nearly no info right now, actually. He's got this sand skimmer as being his eyes on the map right now, and he wants to know right now, is Tren mining off of 2 bases? So here comes the sand skimmer looking for the intel for A-Gamer, and he's going to see, yep, Tren is mining off of 2 bases, and there are salvagers coming out here to complete that mining. And look, you can see A-Gamer has rallied it onto this location as well, so A-Gamer is going to see, is Tren mining off of 2 bases? And then he wants to know, is he mining off of 3 bases? So if he sees Tren is mining off of 3 bases, A-Gamer could actually just pick off like 5 of his sand skimmers here and just come for a little backstab over to this location. And, you know, Tren's out on the map with his sand skimmers, but he hasn't found them out. And he hasn't got any scanners down because he's not playing as Galzian. So actually, if A-Gamer goes for a backstab, Tren probably won't see it coming till it's up in his face, and then Tren could lose a production cruiser or salvagers. So that's like not very good. Oh wow, Tren's going to send back all of his sand skimmers to take care of this one scout.
We have visual on the artifact.
So Tren is kind of playing a little bit panicked here, a little bit flustered, a little bit in the dark. What you want to do when you've got this many sand skimmers and you kind of have map control, just grab one, put it here, grab one, put it here, grab one, put it here, grab one, like just make a little wall of eyes, and then you can see what your opponent's up to and start kind of, you know, making more informed decisions rather than sending your entire pack back to deal with one sand skimmer, you know, which is what we saw happen just there. Tren's going to come in here, looks like he wants to bite off a sand skimmer or 2, and he's going to get them. Tren is up to 1, so Tren's got 1 upgrades, A-Gamer has no upgrades, so actually yeah, a sand skimmer fight right now suits Tren really nicely because he's ahead by 2 upgrades, so that would be a bit of a massacre if he was to engage there. Now the thing that's making that a slightly more difficult choice is these 3 assault ships. I have to say A-Gamer is positioned very nicely. Look, there's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, forming a kind of wall of sand skimmer management units. But you know, this, even if Tren gets no damage done here, he's kind of okay because of his macro transition here has been so well realized. Oh my god, but he's... Tren's still floating so many... Okay, there we go, he spends them. Oh, he was floating a lot of resources there, but he just suddenly spent everything. He's building... I can't actually tell what he's researching, but I have to imagine that that was probably Siege Cruiser research that just went on the research. Like, that looked like a big chunk of resources. It looked like about enough, and probably another production... No, is there going to be a base runner? Okay. I would love for him to get a 3rd production cruiser here. That would be really sweet. And then start moving out with his carrier. When I play as Knef, and I think it's good for Knef, like, because the only people who I see play as Knef are me and Tren, really. So I don't really know what the Knef meta is apart from us. But when I play as Knef, I like to weaponize my carrier as soon as possible, because if you can just park your carrier here, you can start raining missiles into the resource spots. And the thing about the cruise missiles is when you're firing at static targets, like these resources cannot move. So if you're firing missiles into these positions, it doesn't matter if your opponent moves their salvagers, because then the salvagers aren't mining, and you just constantly maintain cruise missiles landing in, and then they can't mine off of that location, you know? And then you start building siege cruisers on their doorstep, and then you can barrage 2 of their mining locations, and they still can't mine off of them, and then you know, it snowballs from there. That's kind of how I kind of play Knef sometimes, when I'm allowed to, anyway, when I get to that stage. Anyway, what are the upgrades now for Tren? He's got 2 armor and 2 attack. So these sand skimmers are maximally upgraded, and they found a soft exposed base here. So picking off a production cruiser could be really good. He's going to immediately go for the assault ship. The 2 weapons on these sand skimmers making a massive difference. He needs to... he's going to go for the heavy railgun. I don't know about that. And here comes the response here from A-Gamer. I really think that Tren could have taken that, actually. A-Gamer has no upgrades on these sand skimmers. If Tren would click on a sand skimmer and see no upgrades, he knows that... you see... If Tren would have clicked on his opponent's sand skimmer, see no upgrades, Tren is ahead by 4 upgrades, which means that in any fight involving these sand skimmers and these sand skimmers, it's going to be a bloodbath. Tren will rip these sand skimmers apart. And then, apart from the sand skimmers, what is there? Railguns. And how are they against 2-2 sand skimmers? Awful. They just die. So, like, Tren is treating this like it's a fair fight. Look at him kiting back and everything. If he would just come in with his... He would just kill everything. Like, these are 2-2 sand skimmers here. Look, see, they're just taking no damage, and look how much damage they do. It's brutal. But Tren's getting artifacts out, and he's playing this very defensively. He has a 3rd... No, that's an Honor Guard cruiser. Holy spoons. Okay, I didn't see that coming until it literally, like, started coming here. And now, okay, now A-Gamer's coming out with his carrier. He's going to be weaponizing that bad boy. A-Gamer overstepping the mark with his assault railguns. But he's actually getting a lot of work done here, and there may be enough railguns here to overcome the 2-2 advantage. Honor Guard cruiser is up in position on this hill. Boom! Takes a fatty slug into the heart of A-Gamer's army. Tons of damaged units. The sand skimmer's going to pour in to try and capitalize. Reinforcing sand skimmers are coming in from Tren, and this is a proper battle now. The scoreline 1-1 as Tren grabs another artifact. This Honor Guard cruiser is taking railgun fire on the hill at the back here, but every slug it fires is doing beefy damage. Okay, Tren's going to back up here. He needs to protect his Honor Guard cruiser. And there's a carrier coming in as well, which represents significant pressure from a gamer. Is this a second? 2 honor guard cruisers, and Tren is going to grab another artifact here. Boom! So it's now 2-1, and the carrier for Tren is now like moderately weaponized. He has 5 power blips available, so he can get some real work done. He's going to lose his base runner here, but that's not the end of the world at all. Blast drones would actually be an okay choice here. The heavy rail... Oh, the honor guard cruiser's getting caught out by this carrier. But, okay, you can punish this. The cruise missiles on a Knef carrier are super effective against enemy carriers because enemy carriers cannot dodge. They're too big, and they just do huge amounts of damage. So right now, Tren needs to weaponize his carrier. He could go for a carrier kill here, I think. I know I'm sounding a little excited about this, but the Knef carrier in a carrier battle is horrendously good. Missile ships to the rescue. Wow, did not see that coming. Getting some okay damage in here. Oh god, this is just turning into a massive battle here. This is what we signed up for, people. Whoa, as I lose control of the camera. God damn it, I'm really good at doing that. Sorry.
New position.
Okay, there are 2 honor guard cruisers here at the back.
Destination locked in.
And those, if Tren should just position them up on the top of this sand dune and tell them to hold position. Oh, this is what honor guard cruisers do! Woohoo! Tren getting the money hits! Oh wow, okay, unbiased casting. Yeah, Tren getting some okay hits there. Look at that, that was like 12 sand skimmers he just destroyed with like 2 railgun slugs. And honor guard cruisers, you know, they're a force multiplier like that. And Tren's building a 3rd one, and I think A-Gamer realizes he might have to win this one on artifacts because he's not going to take this engagement. You know, the anti-air is solid. Tren here transitioning into a really nice late-game army. He's got heavy railguns and 2 honor guard cruisers up on the spine of this sand dune. You know, he could actually get them a little bit higher. You know, every inch makes a difference when you're looking for height in a railgun battle in a desert. But anyway, and now, okay, let's check the resource tab here. Is Tren spending his money? No, he could have 20 more sand skimmers. With 20 more sand skimmers, this would be over. He needs another production cruiser as well, but he's using his carrier's production cycles on honor guard cruisers right now. He's up to 3 of those, but I hope for his sake he's researched the anti-air upgrade on those. Anyway, Tren looking to get some more damage done here in the south, and kind of getting a bit aggressive with this force that has now 3 honor guard cruisers. Let's switch to the production tab quickly, and I hope... Oh, Tren's going for a 4th honor guard cruiser. He really needs a 3rd production cruiser to mix into this army and use the upgrade to use the mobility upgrade that Knef have. Sorry, there's so much going on here. I'm trying to convey it as quickly as possible, but my mouth can only go so fast. Anyway, so, okay, Tren coming in. What are the upgrades like on these sand skimmers? It's still 2-2 sand skimmers against 0-0 sand skimmers, so Tren sand skimmers here are way better, which is why is he just building honor guard cruisers? Because his carrier builds those, and he could have like loads of sand skimmers spitting out. Okay, now he starts building the sand skimmers. Excellent. Now he starts it. It's late, but better late than never. These honor guard cruisers are a bit clustered, and with honor guard cruisers, they're like each one is a giant sniper rifle. And when it comes to snipers, you never want your snipers clustered in any game. You want your snipers spread the hell out. So when your opponent goes for one sniper, the other snipers are picking down their units. It doesn't matter what the game is. Long-range artillery units and snipers are always best spread out than clustered. It's just like an RTS staple, you know. They really should just hire me in, like, you know, NATO or something. I'm clearly way good at this. Okay, whoa, okay, a Tren coming in here, but the railguns down here are just picking off his honor guard cruisers horribly. Oh dear, this is all going terribly wrong, I think. But he gets a lot of his opponent's railguns, and now the honor guard cruisers can turn their attentions to this clustered stack of assault railguns here. Oh, come on, you need to warm up the guns. Warm up the honor guards. No, one of them goes smashing down. Oh, okay, but he does get the hits into the assault railguns, so now he can overrun a little bit. He trades one of his honor guard cruisers for a lot of his opponent's assault railguns. These 3 heavy railguns are the only thing keeping A-Gamer alive right now. If they were to die, which they could do if Tren would just rally here and then here with his sand skimmers. Okay, A-Gamer's going to have to defend with his carrier here. What is A-Gamer making? A-Gamer's making precision bombers. A-Gamer is making precision bombers. The scoreline now 2-all. I think Tren might have actually, like, evolved into his final form here, because he's just looking... This is the best I think I've ever seen Tren play. You know, like, his early aggression, okay, he kind of screwed up by missing his window, but he transitioned so effectively into a macro style, and now he's just playing a very late game style here, very effectively. Oh, he comes in with the sand skimmers, but kind of gets chicken at the last moment there. Okay, up to 3 honor guard cruisers. Okay, I see why he doesn't want to trade out his sand skimmers, and he's constantly building sand skimmers. He's getting more assault railguns, but the precision bombers from A Gamer. Okay, he's only got 1 of them, and there are still the 2 missile ships out here. So a precision bomber from A Gamer will get off like 1 or 2 bombs before it gets shot down, but that's enough to kill an honor guard cruiser. An honor guard cruiser takes 2 hits before it dies from precision bombers, and now A Gamer's making a second. That'll enable him to like alpha strike his opponent's honor guard cruisers off the board, which is really nice. Tren here trying to secure another artifact. It's going to be close here. I don't think he's going to get it. Nah, he's not going to. He gets it. That was like to within a 1/5 of a second, but he does get it, and that's now 3-2. Tren is weaponizing his carrier. I was just going to say he needs to be weaponizing his carrier. He's still constantly building honor guard cruisers. They are such a good late game unit as well. He's up to 4 of them now, and if he has anti-air mode researched, those precision bombers won't last. A Gamer is up to 2 of those and has stopped building them. And Tren comes in with a big old force of heavy railguns here. Why is he not opening fire on this carrier? Carrier! Okay, he's going to grab his enemy's base runner here, which has an artifact loaded. Okay, yeah, now he goes for the carrier. This is over if he just goes for the carrier here. If all these railguns were shooting this whole time, A Gamer's carrier would be on like 0 health.
Base runner lost.
And I don't know how A Gamer can take this. Let's zoom out. A Gamer's looking for a bit of a flank here. May find an exposed honor guard cruiser if he's lucky, but Tren's carrier is moving in the background. You can just see it here, kind of coming in to support the honor guard cruiser. Tren, why are you not killing this Gaussian carrier?
Railgun taking fire.
Advance.
Oh no, he's happy trading railgun slugs. That's not a fight you win. Look at this carrier. This could be a dead carrier.
Salvager lost.
Ah.
Defense alert. Production cruiser engaging the enemy.
I feel like Tren is playing this one amazingly, except for his killer instinct. Like, there are several times in this game when he could have just gone and just like ended it, but he's content to just keep kind of playing very safe and kind of well, but not going for a win. And he needs to go for a win here. Whoa, A Gamer's carrier has like significant amounts of power in weapons and things. Here come the precision bombers. Is Tren paying attention? He needs to set his own honor guard cruisers to anti-air mode, or does he not have that researched? Oh, then he's in for a lot of pain. The precision bombers pay off. They're just picking off railguns here, and now Tren feels like he has to retreat.
Push out.
There was such a big window there where Tren could have been firing at this Gaussian carrier, and they don't have much health. They really don't. And when he had the number of honor guard cruisers and carriers, honor guard cruisers and railguns that he had, you know, that would have been a fine. That would have been a fine kill.
Rally position
Oh no, so close for Tren. And now like, his sand skimmers are just kind of being idle as well, which is weird. I guess they're stopping A Gamer from getting any artifacts out, but okay, so a couple of sand skimmers here being annoying. Tren needs to take them out. Tren, got to take them out, bro. A couple of interceptors would be really nice now, actually. And he does have intercept. No, wait, he doesn't. Okay. Of course, I can't see the research for Tren, lol.
Destination verified.
Okay, Tren's sand skim is going to come in and help defend there. And this game is still open, but A Gamer now, I think, is in a really good position. He's got 3 precision bombers. Okay, and Tren has like 3 missile ships. 5 missile ships. Okay, that's quite good anti-air, to be fair. Tren's leading on the artifact stakes as well.
Acknowledge. Assault railgun in service. Confirmed.
But I mean, A Gamer has like 8 heavy railguns a lot. I'm not even sure that this many honor guard cruisers can take that. He needs to. Oh, he gets the plum hit. One more hit there would have been a big one. Oh, there it is. Okay, he gets 2 of the heavy railguns. That's what he needs. Just make these trades with his late game units. 5 honor guard cruisers is freaking intimidating, actually. The strategic bombers, the precision bombers are launching. A Gamer's rallying them here before they come out. Sand skimmer battle occurring here. Oh god, Tren gets in on top of a load of undefended railguns here. But he's not focus firing. Ah, Tren, if you do this, you have to focus fire. The precision bombers are just going to waste all of their payloads desperately defending against sand skimmers here, which is kind of a win for Tren, really. Who comes back in with his honor guard cruisers. He just needs some recon over here. And he could be taking shots and names. Okay, now A Gamer comes in with his railguns. They're just going to get shredded by the honor guard cruisers here. Horribly, horribly shredded. These missile ships are a bit exposed though. Let's zoom out and take in the big picture here. Oh, this is a smashing game of Homeworld that we have unfolding before our eyes here. Loving it from both of these players. What is Tren making right now? Nothing. How many resources does Tren have right now? Quite a few. So I'd like to see Tren make some stuff.
Awaiting deployment.
Actually, wow, this map only has 3 resource spots, so we're getting into the like late game where Tren's actually mining out a bit. He is leading on artifacts right now, though, so if this goes to time and we're 7.5 minutes away, you know, Tren will win. Oh, the Honor Guard cruisers are just nuking everything.
Carrier repair system.
Honor Guard cruisers are just badass. Okay, here comes the Galzian carrier. A-Gamer here with a substantial amount of power in weapons. This is a very risky move, but it could very well pay off. Okay, Tren needs to use the missile mode on his missile ships. He needs to get his Honor Guard cruisers the hell back. This Galzian carrier is going to start spewing out precision bombers onto the map, I feel, in a second. If they're not already... Are they already out? No, they're not already out. And now the Honor Guard cruisers are getting taken out. A-Gamer here is starting to make things happen, but his carrier is going down. His carrier is at 60% health. The precision bombers are launched here, and A-Gamer has done it. That will do it. He has broken Tren here. There's nothing left anymore to deal with these precision bombers. And there will go the Honor Guard cruisers that were Tren's lifeline. And look, the hit and run on the Galzian carrier is the hit and run master, using speed and repair systems there. And he has broken Tren with a fantastic lunge. And so ends a beautiful dance between 2 players. That game 3 was worth every of the no pennies that were put into it. It was worth every penny, though. You know, that was a fantastic game. Tren is going to be eked out here, but I feel like that game 3, he was A-Gamer's equal at some points, at many points. And look at that, even as he goes down, it's taking out a few of A-Gamer's railguns. And A-Gamer's going to take it 3-0, but Tren could have won every one of those games, I think. Like, how did the first game go? I can't quite remember, actually, but yeah, definitely Tren looking the best I think I've ever seen Tren play, you know. And there were many mistakes made by Tren there, many mistakes, but they were all quite small mistakes, you know. They were all just like decisions where if he'd have chosen one thing, he'd have won, and he chose the other. So like I hope Tren will watch this replay and realize just how damn close he was to taking that series down, because it really was. He could have taken that series down. But congratulations, A-Gamer, winning his 5th Artifact Cup number 7, ending up in his hands. Congratulations to you, good sir. And, you know, just fantastic plays as ever. I'm going to have to find some time to play this game, man. I love it too much. I'm going to have to get out there and start playing it. Of course, thank you very much to Sinistro for sending me the replays. That was awesome of you. Thank you very much for packaging them in a spoiler-free way. It makes it very exciting for me to cast. And thanks very much to Tren for sending me the one replay I was missing as well. That was awesome. You came through there like in record timing as well. I was just like, I don't have this replay, and then Tren just sent me a message on Steam like, here's the replay, and I was like, okay, wow, that's awesome. So anyway, yep, I'll stitch these videos together and get them uploading ASAP. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, we got that show match on the 7th on Sunday at midday. A-Gamer versus Sparrow. It's going to be sweet. 50 euros on the line as prize money. And finally... oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, next week I'll be mostly casting Company of Heroes, I think, throughout the week, because I haven't been in touch with that game for a little while now, and it would be lovely to check back in, and I do so enjoy casting it. So, yep, thank you very much. I've been Magpie842, and I will see you guys next time.